completely dependent on nobody looking slightly upwards, because then they'd see her just standing there.
Stupid!
I mean, there's no way that plays out perfectly, and that plays out
it does.
Hey guys, Dennis Mockin here. Thanks for hanging out here and reacting to the latest pitch meeting. This is Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. And I remember I enjoyed this movie along with the first one, which apparently there was just so much wrong with it. I can only imagine what's going to be wrong with this one. But before we get into it, if you haven't already, please go over and support Screen Rant and Ryan George's channel. So leave both those links along with a link to the original video in the description. And if you enjoy wasting your day, mean to warn me if you give that like button some love and subscribe for more daily reactions. Without any further ado, let go.
You have a pirate sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. Amazing. So what's going on with the characters? Okay, so Elizabeth and Will are about to get married, right? Okay. So marriage is still a thing then. Interesting. Yeah. Why wouldn't marriage still be a thing? Well, it's just that in the last movie, they all found out that there was treasure cursed by heathen Aztec gods. So, yeah. Well, I just figured that everybody finding out that Aztec gods are real might have some impact on their religious beliefs. But you're saying marriage is still totally a thing.
Apparently.
Yeah, marriage is still a thing. Okay, great. So anyway, their wedding is actually stopped by this guy, Lord Beckett, and he has warrants to arrest them because they helped Jack escape in the last movie. Oh, right. So he wants Will to go find Jack because Jack has this compass that points to whatever the holder wants the most. Okay, so the whole movie's about finding a compass. Well, see, actually, the compass is going to point to a key which opens a chest which contains a heart which belongs to Davy Jones, who controls the 7 seas. Oh, okay, that sounds like enough nautical theme MacGuffins to fill up a pirate movie. Yeah,
sure.
I figured that would be enough checkpoints, so Will takes off, because Beckett says he'll set Elizabeth free if Will does this. He's got to find Jack in the entire sea. Yeah, and he's going to pretty quickly. Oh, he is? Yeah, because in these movies, the Caribbean Sea's the size of a little fishing pond. Oh, it is. That's great. So anyway, Jack is on the Black Pearl, and he's gonna be like, why is the rum always gone? That's like what he said in the last movie, kinda. It sure is, sir. People really like that line, so we're bringing it back, kinda. Oh, bringing a line back because people seem to really like it is tight.
It is?
Yeah. Wow. So anyway, Jack gets visited by Will's father, Bootstrap Bill, who's a part of Davy Jones's crew on the Flying Dutchman ship. Okay, and Bootstrap is like, hey, you made a deal with Davy Jones years ago, so now you gotta join the crew or be taken by the Kraken monster. Both terrible options for sure. Yeah,
very.
Bootstrap leaves Jack with the black mark, which the Kraken is attracted to, and he vanishes back to the Flying Dutchman. Oh, this guy can teleport. I bet that's gonna come into play later. Nope. Oh, okay. And so
not
we're
once.
gonna see that the Kraken can take down a ship in like 2 seconds flat. Very scary. Yeah, unless there are main characters on the ship, in which case it takes 5 to 10 minutes. Nice of the Kraken to slow down for important people.
Oh,
It
yeah,
sure is, sir.
Very considerate.
Anyway, eventually Will finds the Black Pearl on this island and discovers that Jack and his crew have been captured by a tribe of cannibals. Well, how'd they get out of the cannons? No, not cannonballs. These are people that eat people. Oh, okay, gross. Yeah, and they think Jack is actually their chief. Why? Unclear, but the thing is, they actually plan on eating their chief. They have this whole ceremony planned. Oh, no. And so Will and the rest of the crew get put in these bone cages suspended from cliffs. Why would the cannibals hang their food over a cliff? Because it's gonna make for a fun escape scene in this movie we're making, and no other reason. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, and so they all escape through the power of physics not being a thing, and the whole thing's gonna take up a solid 20-30 minutes of runtime with really fun action stuff. Does it move the story forward at all? Not really, no. But it's gonna take up a solid 20-30 minutes of
and it's fun to watch.
Runtime with really fun action stuff. Well, great. Anyway, so meanwhile, Elizabeth has escaped, and she's trying to catch up with everybody because she's in the movie too. Right. And so she sneaks onto the ship and tries to get this crew to bring her to the island of Tortuga. How does she manage that? Well, she leaves a dress lying around so everybody will think there's a ghost on the ship. That's her plan, tricking people into thinking she's a ghost. That's what we're going with. And then she does some expert
and apparently all pirates are stupid.
Level puppeteering work, and it's completely dependent on nobody looking slightly upwards, because then they'd see her just standing there.
Stupid!
I mean, there's no way that plays out perfectly, and that plays out
it does.
Oh, okay. And so then Jack and Will are gonna encounter Davy Jones and his crew, and this guy just teleports over. Oh, this guy can teleport. I bet that's gonna come into play later. Nope. All right. And his old crew is super spooky, because there's like this curse or whatever, and they're slowly becoming sea life and merging with the Flying Dutchman. What are you talking about? Well, they all have like sea stuff on them. Like one of them has a shark on his head. Davy Jones just full on has an octopus as a face. So how does that work? Did an octopus just settle on his face one day and just kind of stay there and merge with him? I don't know. Fair enough. So then then Jack kind of backstabs Will and leaves them on the Flying Dutchman, but he gets to reconnect with his father, so that's kind of nice. Oh, he reconnects with his long-lost, partially a fish father. That's nice. Yeah, but then Will challenges Davy Jones to a game of liar's dice. Oh, he does? Yeah, and he says if he loses, he'll join the crew, but if he wins, Davy Jones has to give him the key to the chest, which he keeps on him. Oh, very high stakes. Yeah, and so Will's father jumps in the game too and loses to save Will. Oh. And Will is like, Dad, that whole thing was just so I could see where Davy Jones keeps the key, you dummy. What if Davy Jones didn't keep the key on him? Then Will wouldn't have found anything else. Yeah, it was a massive risk to take, but it works out perfectly.
Yeah, it was all predicated on that having to be a thing, and if it wasn't a thing, he would have been in big trouble.
Things often do, because I write them that way. Well, I guess it'll be hard to get the key off of him now,
Nope.
Actually, it's going to be
super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, he just walks into Davy Jones's room that night while he's sleeping and slips the key off of him. No problem. A strange man came onto his ship and specifically asked about the key that could lead to his death, and he didn't take any precautions to protect him when he went to bed. That's right.
No. Again, all pirates apparently are stupid.
Fantastic. So anyway, eventually Will finds himself hiding on the front of the Flying Dutchman, which is a ship that goes underwater. Seems like that might affect him in some way. Well, it doesn't. Okay, geez.
Not at all.
So eventually Jack and Elizabeth and that jerk Norrington from the last movie, they all find the chest, and then Will shows up too. How did Will get there? Oh, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back.
All right.
How Will
gets
places,
okay.
Sir.
Okay. You got it.
Thing, you scary person. And so
yeah, very.
A three-way sword fight breaks out for the chest because Norrington wants to use it to get his life back as a douchey officer, and Jack wants it to call off the Kraken, and Will wants it to release his father from the Dutchman. Seems like a couple of those goals might overlap. Maybe. So then Davy Jones and his crew show up, and Norrington manages to get away with the heart. Oh, no. And so when the others get on his ship, there's going to be this big Kraken attack, and Elizabeth is going to kiss Jack and handcuff him to the Black Pearl. Why? Well, because the Kraken is after him specifically, so this is the only way the others can get away. Oh, that makes sense. So then Jack gets swallowed up by a Kraken, and Davy Jones gets super angry about his missing heart, and everybody else goes to see this lady Tia Dalma, who reveals she brought Barbossa back from the dead. Whoa, what's happening with all of that? Stay tuned. What? Oh yeah, we're just gonna cut it off right there so people will want to come see the next movie. Not resolving anything at all? Yeah, so people will want to come see the next movie. That's actually very smart. Oh, and then we're gonna have a post-credit scene where we find out that dog is now the chief of the tribe. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, they're gonna eat that dog, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh
my God.
Oh!
What do you think? Well, it sounds like a lot of
I forgot about that.
We should get somebody wacky to come in and help with the designs of Davy Jones's crew. Those people need to be weird looking. I mean, Johnny Depp's in the movie. I mean, so
yeah.
You know, pretty obvious who we could get to help out.
Oh dear. Tim Burton helped with character design on Dead Man's Chest, and I'm sure they had a whole bunch of CGI with that Kraken that was in it. But overall, I mean, the movie, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. The ridiculous scene where they were being like hang over like a cliff or whatever. Because you didn't really question it when you saw it. You were just kind of thinking, how are they going to get out of this one? What sort of crazy stunt they're going to get out of it? It's a sort of just little fun scene to kind of distract you from all the seriousness that's sort of going on. And you see them and you see Jack flipping around. It's like, oh man, that's crazy. Because no one's really questioning it at the time, because at least I feel like the earlier Pirates of the Caribbean, however you want to say it, was really made more for kids or like younger teens or young adults, so they sort of like excused that sort of thing, and I guess that was a sort of that time period like towards the end of like that really wacky, weird type of action movies to where all this sort of stuff happens and it sort of gets explained away, like, oh, it's in this little era, and like, pirates are stupid apparently, even though this whole thing of Pirates of the Caribbean is supposed to like celebrate pirates, but really, as you can see throughout this entire movie, showing pirates are stupid. But it was fun because they get distracted with all these fun escape scenes, these fun fight scenes, and all these sort of things, and that visual when Jack is just sort of like stabbing the hell out of the Kraken as he goes into the mouth. That was really fun to watch. But that will do it for me here. And before I go, though, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Marvin Espinoza, Cruising, and Wolver310. Thank you guys so much. And if you too would like to have your name read at the end of each and every one of my videos, head on over to patreon.com/SubstantiveSmockin and become a supporter of mine today. And with that being said, comment down below. Let me know which Pirates of the Caribbean movie was your favorite. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, if you want to see past reacts and done to other pitch meetings, got a nice playlist right up there full of videos for you. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, your notification bell because I put up new videos every single day, and I will see you guys next time.